Welcome to the InfoMullet YouTube channel. If you enjoy this content, please like or share. And if you'd like to support the InfoMullet by becoming a mulleteer, visit us on Patreon. We appreciate your support. Question number 3. Will the impeachment and the questions are a little out of order because I'm splitting this into domestic and international, and this is the international, so like question 2 is a domestic version of this. Question 3, will the impeachment process heal or harm the current world opinion of the United States? Well, so we tend to think in the US that like the rest of the world is breathlessly waiting on our shit to get together, and like, really the way you can think about it, how does the world view the US is it's very, they're saying, are we an ally or are we a threat? And what they're looking at is administration actions. They're not looking, I mean, yeah, everyone's watching the Twitter and people are watching the election because it obviously has consequences, but what they're judging US opinion on is whether we are acting as an ally or as a threat. And Trump is a signaler of, we're going to act against you. We're not going to maintain the alliance. We're not going to honor the alliance. We're not going to do that. But I think, if we take this as a metric, I think we lost a lot of credibility worldwide during the Bush years, during the Iraq War. Despite President Obama being personally popular, this is really important. He may have been personally popular around the world, but he was still largely nativist and retrenching the US from a lot of its international obligations other than climate change and things like that. And this is, I mean, this was understandable. This was the Great Recession. Everyone's looking inward. But the US certainly wasn't out there necessarily leading the way in resolving the Great Recession. And so even through the Obama years, I think allies were beginning to question, is the US going to show up and play a positive role in the international order? And then President Trump comes along and it's doing active harm. So now you've got a low personal approval of Trump, and it's already strained relations. So the impeachment is a rounding error. Whether or not the impeachment affected world affairs, what matters is what actions the US takes and whether allies will see them, other countries see them as they're helping us or they're hurting us. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to follow the InfoMullet, visit us on Facebook or Twitter. And if you'd like notifications when we post new video content, click on the red subscribe button below the video. If you've ever wanted to become a mulleteer and support the InfoMullet, visit us on Patreon. We appreciate the support.